Allosaurus stretching to 10 meters. And this trajectory eventually led to Cretaceous behemoths like Argentinosaurus, which stretched over 98 feet. Just imagine an animal as long as a 10-story building is tall. They went from these quick little sprinters to absolute titans. But just as these early dinosaurs were really gaining a foothold, boom, another cataclysm strikes. 201 million years ago, the end Triassic extinction hit. As Pangea began to rift apart, massive volcanic eruptions released vast amounts of greenhouse gases, heavily destabilizing the climate. It wiped out roughly 76% of all species. But here's the critical part for our story. It wiped out the large land-dwelling archosaurs that were directly competing with the dinosaurs. With their main rivals completely out of the picture, the dinosaurs were now perfectly primed to conquer the globe.
Section 2. Jurassic, the Age of Giants.
Now, what's really interesting about this breakdown is how the dinosaurs diversified. As Pangea split apart, it created these new inland seas and lush, thriving forests which set the perfect stage for three main dinosaur lineages to absolutely dominate. First, you have the sauropods, those iconic, four-legged herbivores with the incredibly long necks. Second, the theropods, the two-legged carnivores packing sharp teeth and powerful claws. And finally, the ornithischians. These were entirely herbivorous bird-hip dinosaurs that developed some seriously fascinating defensive strategies. These three groups gave rise to the absolute icons of the Jurassic. We've got colossal sauropods like Brachiosaurus and Diplodocus. Now, their massive size wasn't just for defense, they literally needed extensive digestive systems just to process vast quantities of low-nutrition plants. We also see heavily armored ornithischians like Stegosaurus, rocking those distinctive plates and that spiked tail. And hunting them, theropods like the terrifying Allosaurus. Oh, and a quick side note here. People so often confuse Allosaurus with the T-Rex, but they're actually distant relatives that lived in completely different eras. But hey, not all dinosaurs were massive, right? And the land definitely wasn't the only domain they conquered. Take the Compsognathus. It was a fierce hunter, but it was literally only the size of a chicken. Crucially, this is also the era where we see the very first feathered birds, like Archaeopteryx, evolving directly from the theropod group. Meanwhile, you had massive marine reptiles like plesiosaurs ruling the oceans, and flying reptiles like Pterodactylus completely dominating the skies. The Jurassic reigned supreme for millions of years, but around 145 million years ago, a pretty significant ecological transition occurred. It wasn't a brutal mass extinction this time, but rising sea levels, environmental shifts, and fluctuating climates caused many iconic Jurassic groups, like the stegosaurs and certain massive sauropods, to decline. This shift naturally propels our narrative right into the ultimate era of dinosaur dominance. Section 3. Cretaceous, peak dinosaur diversity. In the Cretaceous, the continents drifted closer to their modern arrangements, creating this warm green